You start with a perfectly organized planner. Every hour is accounted for. Yet by Tuesday afternoon, the entire system becomes a chaotic floating mess. Most people assume this collapse happens because they lack the willpower or the discipline to stick to the plan. They look at the unfinished list and see personal failure. The reality is that your brain is attempting to run rigid time management software on biological hardware that was never designed to process it. You are experiencing a system-level compatibility error. Traditional hustle culture advice, like waking up at 5 a.m. or brute forcing your concentration, is often a recipe for cognitive exhaustion. These methods prioritize the clock over the actual capacity of your nervous system. To fix this, we have to look past the chronological schedule and move toward a biological reconfiguration of how we work. Success in your daily work is a matter of hardware-software alignment. We are moving away from the moral test of time management and toward a complete update of your operating system. Your nervous system tracks time through fluctuating chemical levels, like dopamine and glucose, rather than a clock. As levels drop, your internal timeline warps, causing time blindness. Jumping between disconnected tasks causes a massive efficiency leak, draining 40% of cognitive capacity. Friction peaks when your schedule demands a high-energy output during a period when your biological battery is in a state of depletion. Traditional scheduling assumes your brain has the infinite battery life of a machine. When we ignore the chemical reality of our exhaustion, the result is the mental exhaustion we call burnout. Consider the specific physical resistance you feel in your body when sitting down to start a difficult, high-focus task. This medical-style illustration highlights a glaring red zone in the center of the brain. That is the pain center. Neuroscience shows that the brain registers the friction of starting a demanding task as a literal physical threat. This pain stimulus triggers an automatic biological threat response. Your nervous system enters a state of mild panic and begins an immediate search for relief. Reaching for a smartphone is an attempt to alleviate that specific pain. The brain interprets this avoidance as a survival success because it provides the immediate hit of relief it was looking for. Procrastination is actually a biological defense mechanism. Your brain is attempting to protect you from the pain of a task that is misaligned with your current energy levels. We solve this by installing an anti-schedule designed to move your brain from a state of panic into cognitive stability. The first step is to stop budgeting your day by the minutes on a clock. Instead, you will budget by the capacity of your biological battery. Notice the top tier of this battery. This is your high energy zone, reserved exclusively for intensive thinking, studying, and creative work. The middle and bottom tiers represent your medium and low energy zones, used for administrative work and screen-free biological resets. When you match the intensity of the task to your current battery level, you see vastly different results within the same 24-hour period. Aligning work with these natural energy zones reduces biological drain. It builds sustainable momentum because you are no longer fighting your own internal chemistry. To safely bypass the brain's pain center during a start, we use the fake start trick. By committing only to a microscopic pre-task, like opening a document or reading one sentence, you avoid triggering the threat response. This low-stakes entry releases dopamine, transitioning you into the work naturally. The final upgrade addresses time blindness through cognitive offloading. This means moving the concept of time out of your mind and into your physical environment. As you watch the dark sand pouring violently through this glass, you realize the power of making time visible. Using tangible timers or countdowns pulls the abstract idea of a deadline into your physical space. Creating these physical, visible boundaries provides the brain with the external structure it needs to maintain focus. High-level focus is the result of intelligent system design. By aligning your workflow with your neurobiology, you move past the state of overwhelm and into a rhythm of calm, focused execution.